Boys, we're switching up the game and I'm gonna react. You see Grimmy? Look, hold up, wait. Oh, I'm fucked. Look at Grimmy. Look, there's a little Grimmy. What you doing, Grimmy? Anyways, my hair's a little gross. I got a haircut and it's all gone and I feel very weird about it. But, yeah, like, look at this. What is that? But anyways, welcome back. We're gonna keep doing videos or whatever. I wanted to do Helldivers and react to this because Dean, Withers, and Parker get a job. Has taught me a lot when it comes to politics, but some of the personal stuff that they do I don't fully agree with. And I'm gonna be honest, I really like Parker. I think Parker is pretty cool. I think he's a fellow gamer. A little bit of a sports gamer, which is cringe, but I definitely wanted to talk about Dean Withers, because it's not that I don't necessarily like him, because I do watch his streams all the time. Like, when I'm at work, I listen to him. These boys both educated me. So, like, in reality, I give them all respect on politics. Like, not just them. You know, of course, the guy I'm reacting to right now is Papa Gut. Shout out. Shout out, Poopy Gut.
Statement denouncing the person who leaked the materials and violated their consent. And in fact, this can be done in conjunction with the first option I mentioned. And finally, they can choose to do nothing. They
Bro,
can stay
shut the
silent.
fuck up.
Ugh. When I shout out Poopy Gut. But I don't always agree with Dean. I've noticed I don't always agree with Dean, but most of the time I agree with Parker. But sometimes, oh, you know what? I'll say this because, I'll never really ever get to say this any other time unless I just keep talking. I know, dude, they're really smart, but I'm not gonna sit here and knock them. But I don't fully, okay, I guess I will knock them a little bit. I don't fully agree with how they deal with politics. That's a new creature. I don't fully agree with how they deal with politics because they talk to a bunch of uneducated people and roast the fuck out of them because they're dumb. Of course they're dumb. That's how Trump won. He just got all the uneducated people and started rolling them. And that's what, like, I like about Parker is that, you know, he went straight to Charlie Kirk's face and started talking to him. And, actually, you know what? I'll just do this. I'll have to combine these. He went straight to, Charlie Kirk's face and, went to debate him. I haven't got to see that. I might be able to pull up a video sometime and watch it. But, let me check how this is. Oh, yeah, this is running good. But yeah, I watch these boys all the time, actually. I really respect what they do. They just need to, really get out there more. And I understand TikTok gives them a lot of money, but they need to branch out before TikTok swallows them. Because it's not, I don't think TikTok's sustainable. And I think they're starting to realize that too. They stay on YouTube and they're live the whole day. They go on TikTok, they're worried about getting suspended. Their money's weird. Like, sometimes their algorithm doesn't work right. And like, there's thousands and thousands of problems. They might as well just migrate to YouTube. Just come over to YouTube, chill out here, have some fun, make some content. I'm trying to remember the one other thing I wanted to say because it just came. Oh, also their community. They don't even realize this yet because to them, their community's a bunch of people who are really nice, super supportive. People who really want what's best for them. Yeah, for them. If you watch in this video, you'll see how scared Dean is of his audience. And I'm telling you, bro, like that's a thing. That's a problem. You don't want to be scared of your audience. You want to be safe and secure in your audience. This is like a little king. My hair's so disgusting. Please ignore my hair today. God damn. You want to like build like a little kingdom. You want to build a little community. You know, a little. I probably should have played Bannerlord for this, but, you know, you want to build a little community, man. And right now, it's not their fault because they don't even know. They're fostering a community of Hassan lovers. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I don't hate Hassan lovers. Like, bro, if you love Hassan, besides my boy Nolan. Shout out Nolan, bro. I do love Nolan. I always love Nolan. But he glazes the fuck out of Hassan. Oh, shit. He, not Nolan. Parker and Dean, they're getting into the area where it's like Papa Gut said, and some other, I'm trying to remember what's the commentary YouTuber. You got to be very careful with your community because they will just eat you alive. You do something wrong, they want that to happen. They seek for that to happen. They really love downfall. They love. It's just as much as people like to disagree with me and act like we are better. Humans have always loved like violence or drama or, you know, etc. That's why we've had the Roman arenas and stuff. Flame on, bitch. But I really do like these boys, and I'm gonna be honest, I do like Dean, but I like Parker more. I can tell that Dean is kind of just writing that he's attractive to women, and a bunch of women like him. Now, I'll be honest with you, Dean. I know you have a bald spot. There's nothing wrong with it, brother. There's nothing wrong with it, alright, man? You just need to... God damn, you need to figure it out, bro. Loki, you just need to, I'm trying to remember. There's, like, maybe get a transplant or put some, like, cream on it or something. That should work, right? Like, there's cream out there that you can get growing. I think I've said everything I wanted to say because I've wanted to talk about these guys for a while. Again, big respects, big ups to these guys. They educated me a lot. Also, shout out to Poopy Gut, the guy we're watching right now. Pulled a little gif up of the video. Oh, I doinked that. Oh, I doinked that too. All right, hold up. Oh, I'm out of grenades. All right, so we're cooked. Sorry, I'm tryharding right now.
Requesting air support.
All right, let's just start the video.
For Ethan, like what he should have done instead, is instead of being like, well, obviously, like maybe the people that are not involved in educating these things, like lay out the reasons why.
You've been skipping through the entire video and literally said multiple times. I
See,
wish this
and
video existed
Papa
without
Gut, he probably won't like him as much as I
and
do.
You skipped through his commentary explaining all this, and now you're saying that I wish you would give us commentary on this. I was getting ready to watch this, and I already had the idea of like, okay, Dean's gonna be afraid throughout the video. He's not gonna want to do like a trick.
Yeah, see,
right. I didn't think
Yeah.
he was gonna be this way. I honestly didn't think he was gonna take it down into his tummy on this, because it's pretty bad. This is
He
actual
literally-
horrific coward.
I forgot to say this too. He literally, I was watching this live, got busy, and couldn't finish it. So I left it up on my screen. I came back, and he privated it. He actually privated the live. Like, he was low-key so scared that, or I don't know. Again, I liked the guy, so I don't want to say he was scared.
Artist. Like, he really just should have not watched this. Let's get this going, guys. We've been doing too much serious stuff. Donald Trump and Candace Owens and
Is this a
Andrew
flamethrower?
Tate, all actual
Wow.
real serious things that are going on in the political world. Who would have thought Andrew Tate would have been an actual serious topic of conversation?
What do you mean? Yeah, he's a serious
Anyway,
person. Papa, he's a serious, horrible fuck. Like, listen, I understand that you don't like him, and I understand that we don't want to talk about him anymore because we all hate him. But like, bro, he's a serious, disgusting fuck. Of course, he's gonna be a topic. I hate Andrew Tate. I want him gone. I think we all want him gone, but I think we're all tired of talking about him, so we're just gonna minimize it. And it's kind of scary to do that.
Some slop in here.
I hate him. Dispose of him.
On H3, Dean Withers. Apparently, Dean watched the content note. From what I'm hearing, he took it down, only watched part of it, skipped through the parts where Ethan was talking. And this is what we got. He took the live down afterwards. Apparently, people are saying he said it was unprofessional. He feels like he wants to watch it in full to give the credit it needed, or to give it the attention it needed, to not be disrespectful or something. Fine. To me, it sounds like a young man that's part of that's very within Hassan's orbit. Afraid.
See, I'm calling it. Yes, he's in Hassan's orbit. It's gonna devour him. It's gonna devour him.
And being a little bit afraid.
I don't want it,
to get
dude.
it.
I need to talk to these boys.
Probably should have watched the whole thing, but it is what it is, guys. And now we're just gonna kind of watch, man. Let's just check it out, dude. Let's check it out. Incredible. This was edited to highlight Dean's reaction. Please watch the continue again, Dean stream. Yeah, we can't watch the stream. We took it down. I tried.
See, he also tried.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Dean, for those reacts. Dean debates that.
I just hear that. I just got like, wow, man, whoa. Something's just happening to me. There, what the fuck is happening, man? What
Hey, you
the
can't be cursing that early. Whatever this is unprofessional.
What? What is that? That's going.
Dodge that barely.
What an intro. What an intro, dude. He started here at 18 minutes in when this Hassan fan was calling Ethan a rapist.
Somebody's just saying that Ethan looks like
Yeah, yes.
I thought this was the song. Bro, what is it? Can somebody like tell me what I'm watching right now?
Is it the noise that's attracting all these
Okay,
things?
Okay, so what we're picking up so far.
Wait, what just happened?
There's some individualist guy that called Ethan and said that Ethan looks like a and said that he looked gay to him. Okay, yeah, you know, it would have been cool if like someone was like, but I mean.
Okay.
The guy didn't censor the word fuck like in the first 3 seconds, but now he's censoring every other word. I'm very confused. I know it's not Dean's. I don't think
He's probably not a good editor,
it's so
bruh.
strange.
I maybe Hassan didn't know that he said Ethan looked like a. And
I think the idea, from what I remember of that, was just kind of demonstrate that some Hassan fans are rabid, but I don't really remember the specifics as it was a while ago.
he just like, okay. I mean, yeah, Hassan should have said something. Hassan knows. Okay. So maybe there's like a lot behind this guy. That was just on the screen that I don't know about. There's no way he didn't. Okay, is that person like a type of influencer? Alright, I'm just gonna watch.
And over time, I started to learn that my co-host, he really likes hers.
Are these people doing anything?
They're musical. They're very musical people. By the way, they're bad. They're terrorists, but the song is good. It's just that they're bad. You know, they're terrorists.
I know. Are you being serious? Dog, what? Look, you think I made this? I know this scene, but I'm saying this isn't a music video, Hassan.
I'm so confused on why they didn't help me
But
though.
they are a terrorist. Like they're designated. They are designated by the United States as a terrorist organization.
I do not like them.
Well,
Well, Hassan is very anti-West. So.
He is. Regardless of
Well, yeah, but I think that was the clip with Nick. Oh,
everything that
shit.
he's done.
Then I saw clips like
A lot of positivity around the terrorists, huh?
this where Hassan is explaining how he's hiding his power level and turning normies into radicalization.
I think
I
that
definitely
in short
need this, bro.
This looks like
This is
Drake, by
fraud.
the way. Why would you want to make yourself look like Drake?
term, in order to combat against that, you have to advocate for a much lighter form of propaganda. One thing you have to do is advocate for a lighter form while simultaneously still doing agitated propaganda that goes beyond social democratic idea.
No, you do your part in the funnel for the cause or whatever the you wanna call it. You're doing.
It's like you're watching, you're just watching this young man take this information and terrified. by
Yeah,
the
'cause it's
potential
bad.
Destruction that would hit him if he actually started speaking negatively of Hassan because they share an audience. He's a young creator that wants to be successful. How scary.
In my modest opinion, great.
Honestly, like my legitimate advice would be for Dean Wither. Like I want to see Dean react to this and see what he says. To be honest with you, from a creator, from a content slot perspective, I'd like to see Dean react to the whole thing because you know it start a little drama. Let's be real, and I love the drama. From a creator perspective, Dean should never talk about Ethan or Hassan again for the rest of his life, and just continuously push his career, his political career, in that direction, like in the direction that he's been going. You know, do your thing on live, do TikTok debates with idiots, start debating with people that are maybe a little bit more prepared, so you can put yourself on the map in a more positive way. Do more informative content. I would do that because Hassan is not politics. Hassan is political drama, and right now Dean is also political drama. Like, let's be honest, going on and baiting idiots that are unprepared for debates isn't exactly like regular politics.
See,
I
he
guess it
agrees
is Ben
too.
Shapiro and Charlie Kirk, but I would just say stay in that.
And those
lane
debates
and
are
push
good,
that
but I think
direction,
he's
'cause
carried
this
by
stuff,
Parker
the
on that.
Hassan, H3,
And then I think Dean carries
Papaget,
his technical.
this territory, this sphere can be very toxic. So for your own sake, for your own career, you should just stay out of it all. Honestly, for his own sake, he should just never acknowledge it ever again and just stay out of it. Don't watch this content, Nuke. Just do your thing, brother. Just to be real. That's the best advice I could give you.
It's a great thing for the cause.
Now listen to Hassan during our very first conversation lie to me about how he's a social democrat to hide his power level.
We should move towards a Sweden-style economy or a Norway-style economy, which would be a social democracy, and protections for workers like higher unionization rates.
Hell, he's proclaimed it loudly that he is a self-described propagandist.
Yeah, he told me that too when he came on my TikTok live. He was like straight up like W propaganda.
I'm saying I am.
Okay, well then,
He likes to reframe. Propaganda is typically like intentionally lying about something. Hassan's just like, oh, it's just advocating for a side or something.
Saying I am.
I just
before
want to
you even play it.
A propagandist is much more than someone with a bias. It's someone who knowingly lies to further their political agenda.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That is the general accepted perspective. Dean. Come on.
first,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna critique what Hassan just said, as well as I have a critique for Ethan.
Okay,
So
let's
first of
hear
all, I definitely do think that Hassan being like ultra far left, and then like lying like we saw in that clip about like moving towards a Swedish model. Or I guess like I don't know. I probably specify like telling half truths because I spoke with Hassan. I know that Hassan does think that we need to head towards type of Swedish social democrat model, and that's as far as we're going to be able to get in like maybe our lifetimes towards socialism. That is true. That is still like coherent and could align with the socialist worldview because it's just steps in the right direction.
I don't think it's that big of a deal for him to like downplay his perspective and then try to radicalize people. I do think it's an issue when he's playing terrorist propaganda on his stream, and he has a double standard for, you know, Ukraine versus Russia, where he says Ukraine should just basically take a deal, Crimea River, even though that's Ukrainian territory and Russia took it over. He doesn't really care about those people.
He doesn't.
But then when it comes to, you know, Israel-Palestine, he's like, oh, Hamas should fight forever, blah, 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 and, well, pulls actual terrorists on his stream, and then doesn't moderate his chat when they start chanting for the death of babies and laughing at the death of Israeli babies. You know, there's definitely a double standard there, to be clear.
But I would say that Hassan would be significantly more based in my mind if he was just like a straight-up social democrat. You know, if he didn't think that we need to take it one step further and get rid of like government as a whole. Like that's a little bit too crazy. And I do think that Hassan kind of misrepresenting that a little bit by saying that, you know, just wants like a social democrat model like we see in like Nordic countries is a misrepresentation. But I don't think that misrepresentation is a big deal at all. I would love for somebody to convince me that is a big deal. In my mind, advocating for progression towards a social democrat model is a good thing. That's communism? Yeah. Well, he told me in Parker that he wouldn't be opposed to like a stateless, classless, moneyless society. But then Parker was able to draw him down like a minimal government.
I don't really see what that would look like, but I don't care.
But he still said that he wanted to be opposed. So I think that, from what I've heard, he's kind of like in between that socialist and communist. I actually don't know where he is.
Okay.
He's a communist.
Kind of like the switcheroo.
He's a commie.
Type of technique of telling some people we want a social democrat. Or be like, it's kind of weird. You know, stand behind what you want. Stand behind what you believe in. But I don't think it's a big deal at all. I don't think it's a big deal at all. And then also like here with Ethan saying that Hassan, what did he say? Is like that propaganda is like intentionally lying to people. Well, I think that he was able to kind of set that up well by playing the clip of Hassan being like, I want to move towards Sweden, and I'm a full-blown propagandist. So then it seems like Hassan is like intentionally lying to people about
Was that not what he's saying?
How far left he is.
Well, Hassan lies constantly about the majority of his positions. So like, there's a lot. If you watch the full nuke, you have a better idea of what he's been saying.
That's why he's a propagandist. But I'm pretty sure when Hassan calls himself a propagandist, he's just being like hyperbolic, and he's basically just stating.
I mean, that is what Hassan is doing.
Yeah,
but
like he could
that's
be.
part of what he's doing. Part of what Hassan's doing is he legitimately comes on and lies about things all the time. Right? Like he'll justify the atrocious actions of, like, you know, China putting Muslims in camps and, you know, Russia taking over Ukrainian territory. But then he'll go extra hard on Westerners, and he'll literally show on screen a video of Hamas propaganda where they're like they force a captive to kiss, you know, Hamas on the cheek and like, haha, it's a fun time, or else they would kill him. And even the guy comes out afterwards after he's free, he's like, oh, they made me do that. And Hassan knows the context of that. He sees the propagandist positioning with the camera, and he's like, oh, look, it looks like he had a good time. So he does intend, she is a propagandist. He uses the word propaganda in the way that he uses it so that he can try to reframe the word. He's trying to redefine the word propaganda. So
Is he really, or is he just like?
He'd be like, oh yeah, of course I'm a propagandist. It's just somebody who's biased or a side, and of course I'm biased.
I don't know if I agree with that. I think he's just trying to normalize it. He's trying to make him look good for doing it.
Like, he should not be a part of this conversation. He's not really like getting into the Hassan sphere is like getting into like the Nick Fuentes Candace Owens sphere. Like you're getting into conspiracy.
It's the same
talk. You
opposite
have to
side.
understand 7 depths of hell versus worth of war to understand everything, right? Like when you watch Candace Owens, she'll sit there and she'll cast doubt on the Holocaust by saying things like, this story seems like maybe it's not super believable, or actually I think it's well Germans were genocided, or George Soros. It's a lot of dog whistling, and you have to like jump into a rabbit hole to really understand how much of how disgusting Hassan is, and like he's not ready for it, and he just should not be part of this. This is just not something it's not even good for his career. It's actionable. It's just going to rot your brain, and it's just not smart. Just honestly, for your own sake, stay out of it. Honestly.
Possible to believe in what he says, like pushing a certain narrative, not by like pushing the line. Someone in the chat says, Dean, just stop talking. You're gonna lose tons of followers. Just stop.
True. He's scared.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna speak my mind.
He's not gonna. He's scared, dude. Just stop. He's so scared.
It's so funny. It's so
He's
funny.
scared, dude.
I understand that there's gonna be a lot of people watching.
He's so scared.
Etc. I'm gonna speak my mind. It's kind of what the entitlement, the existence of my platform is predicated on.
Hey,
Those are some of the easiest to
Dean,
manipulate people
I
on
love
the
you,
planet.
bro. You need to speak your mind and stand on it. That's what I agree with.
He just doesn't-
What do you mean, Hassan?
He just doesn't know what to say.
Okay. All right. You too.
Dude, I hate
It is true. You guys are kind of dumb.
I hate liberals.
Not that Trump supporters are much better.
Dude, I do. I hate them. I hate them so viciously.
Oh,
man.
There it is. Oh, there it is.
I'm not half bad, Hassan.
We're great.
Strongest. It's true.
That's crazy.
Sorry, dude. I hate liberals so much.
Did this man sit next to me for 2 years and pretend to be my friend?
Dude, liberals are a f***ing burden on this planet, dude.
Oh my god.
Relax. You're fucking swaying out a little too much, buddy. I know it's performative, but chill out.
Come on.
This is the only part of the video he feels like he can be comfortable reacting to because he's feeling silly about it. That's it. He's like, I'm being a little silly. That's all he's got. That's it.
The burden on this planet. Come on.
Liberals are the most,
Bro, are you serious?
like, scummy, vile, idiots. Liberals.
It's
Are
Papa.
incredibly
You don't
stupid.
watch
You
him,
hate
but
these
it's crazy how many
petulant
clips Dean
liberals.
Yeah, there's a lot of clips. Yes, it doesn't stop, Dean.
Stop. Because none of this is all performative, and it's all very weird.
Someone this
It's
sociopathic-
performative, Papa. It's performative because he's fucking 20 years old and he has 9,000 viewers every day. Yeah, he's fucking corny. He's fucking corny. Like, I'd be corny for fucking 10,000 viewers a day, bruh. I didn't even watch this, like, I watched only a couple bit of, oh shit. Hold up. Damn, see, that's what I'm talking about, bruh. Like, they be saying stupid shit and it, like, fucks up my rhythm, dude.
capable of.
Liberals are
Papa, he's a young kid, bro. Let him tweak out. Let him be corny.
This whole time?
Oh my god, I just feel like I just got like, wow.
Papa, you go to Disney. You go to Disney. There's like, I do embarrassing shit too, but let us be corny. Let us be corny, Papa.
Man, something just happened to me. There, what the f just happened, man? What was that?
You know what happened, Dean.
I kept going.
Damn, I reloaded. Fuck.
Okay. He just kind of kept going there. It just, I had to guess. It's out of context. It's all out of, it's all out of context. It's not
Okay.
8 feet. It's out of context.
See,
Okay,
You
actually,
gotta just not do react content. Holy fuck.
one more thing. I feel like, okay.
it is kind of funny because that is what everyone's saying about Hassan. They're just like, it's all out of context. He didn't actually. Why am I all the way over here, bro? Holy shit. Papa, I'm blaming you for this shit, bro.
You feel like Hassan was probably hyperbolic with that.
Yeah, we get it. Hassan's looking hyperbolic. I understand you're scared of it.
Hassan was like,
I would be scared too, to be honest.
not
But
telling him what he has to do. The reason why
my goal is to not harbor a community like this.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Did you watch the video? That's what he does to people. He wants to have your influence.
Yeah, he likes.
Even
Yeah.
He's been kind of big. So if Hassan like genuinely did hate and despise, he's kind to you because he wants your audience.
Yeah.
There it is.
He being stupid.
Yeah. Okay. I guess it's like
He's naive,
Just
bro.
stay at
it's like a way to look at the picture. So what? So okay. Yeah. It's
That's what he did to Ethan for like however many years they did leftovers together.
we're gonna see about a 50. Okay. So there's two possibilities that either Hassan is literally grooming me, and this clip's thrown out of context. Or like I guess maybe like you wouldn't even need context and there's just something about it that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Rewind 5 seconds. Okay. So I guess the question now is, was I getting groomed by his mom?
That's definitely a popular chatter in the argument.
Bro, can somebody like download this and edit all of like the parts of Ethan talking out? Like I would much prefer
Why?
to be watching a video where I'm just like watching clips of the song. Like
Why?
What?
Ethan's commentary is just like a message. You know?
What?
Wait. Okay. What? It's fine if you don't want to watch it because you know that this is scary for you because you have audience overlap with the son and you're terrified of upsetting, you know, the kingpin. But for you to sit here and say like, oh, can you edit out Ethan talking? It's irrelevant. Ethan did a podcast with him for years and was personally betrayed by Hassan because Hassan let his chat bully Ethan relentlessly and did nothing to stop it, despite the fact that he could have timed people out. He could have stopped the horrible, hateful things they were saying.
Yeah, he really could have stopped all
Why
of
is this
that.
commentary irrelevant? Come on, listen. Just don't be that much of a fucking coward. Just don't watch it if you're gonna do something, okay?
Know what I mean? Okay. I'll actually, I'll give it a check. So, lately, like Hamas, like freedom fighters, and kind of like, being okay, and like kind of explaining away some of the bad things Hamas has done by saying the resistance isn't perfect. I disagree with that. I do disagree with that.
Okay.
I think that it is so totally fine to condemn Hamas while condemning Israel.
Yeah, you can do both. That's what I thought. Yeah.
And every single idea soldier. And in fact, I actually think that is a better position because it's more likely to be adopted by a broader audience.
Sure.
You're not going to be able to keep
I think I it's correct. But I understand what you're saying.
that many people that they should hold this conception of the pro-Palestinian view that would include acceptance of Hamas.
Thank you, Dean, for the coldest takes this century.
Yeah, this is a pretty cold take.
Incredible.
Through rhetoric like it's not perfect, but they're freedom fighters.
Okay.
I feel as if you could hold a significantly better position that is much more consumable by so many more people by condemning Hamas, while simultaneously accepting that innocent humans are dying and Palestine needs to be freed, and the state of Israel is committing ethnic cleansing. So I can say,
Personally,
Dude, you're so fucking cringe, Eagle.
Right, wasn't one of the war crimes not punishing everybody for one person's actions?
So
or
fucking
others'
cringe.
actions? So killing, you know, innocent Palestinians for the actions of Hamas is terrible. I don't know about ethnic cleansing. The only reason I say that is because like 20% of Israel is, I think it's like 22%, is Arabic. So, but you know, maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think it matters. I think that the understanding is that Israel's response is massively disproportionate, and it seems like they're using Hamas hiding, because Hamas is hiding under civilian infrastructure. They're using that as an excuse to just say, "Fuck it, we're gonna just we don't care." You know, we're just gonna, it doesn't. They don't seem to have a particularly high value of life on Palestinian people. So nor does Hamas. You know, it's kind of unfortunate. But hey, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Okay.
Oh, I almost forgot the most fun one. They brought back.
I mean, war is complicated, so some could and some might not. You know, some groups of people, like even in the U.S. military, like there's really fucked up people in the U.S. military, you know, and they do horrible things. And then there's really fucking cool people in the U.S. military that do really amazing things. It's just kind of, human nature. It's
All right,
whoever's,
so
it's
Okay,
whoever's
yeah,
there at
back
the
to
time.
slavery, and he's defending his gula. What the hell? Terrible position.
You guys are clearly the bad guys. So my question is,
Yeah, sure. Anybody that brings back slavery is clearly bad.
Whoa, King, you're gonna light me on fire with these hot takes, buddy. You're gonna destroy me with this.
But I know nothing about these. So I'm actually gonna predicate that I lived in.
I mean, not for nothing, but there's a lot of different types of slavery, and I would say that like child marriage is one which is very acceptable to the police, unfortunately.
Oh, 100%, yeah, but
Then they're the bad guys because slavery's bad.
Oh, you want to see a Houthi musical? Sure. These were the
like
people
this
that
was
the Saudis were-
fried.
by the way, just so you know, these musically give.
Okay, so insofar as all the content that was around Hassan and his takes and consideration concerning the Houthis, I don't know anything about the Houthis. That is one global subject that I'm just simply not educated on at all. So feel to scrutinize me for not educating myself on that. But I hope that you won't scrutinize me for not educating myself on that prior, because I will now. But I will say that, you know, it is important for me to understand.
See, like, this is what I'm talking about right here. Like, I'm not educated on the matter, but, like, bro, just say you don't know. Like, why do they gotta be so, like, polite about everything? Just say you don't know. Just be like, hey, I don't want to talk about it because I don't know. I'll learn about it later. Like, I'll educate later. Like, why do you gotta apologize so hard for being, like, uneducated on one thing? Dude, Dean, you're like fucking 20-something. We don't know everything, bro. We gotta learn everything. So we can still have like a logical statement or whatever. Like, we can still have a you can still have a statement without knowing everything about it. And you know why? It's because if you're wrong, just take it back. Just be like, I was wrong. I got educated on it and boom, I was wrong. Who cares? Dude, this is like... People need to stand on business. Damn, that thing got sniped. That thing got sniped. I'm going in on it, too.
Bro, let me tell you, I feel bad for this guy. I feel bad for a lot of young content creators. And the reason is because every content creator that hits a level of success is going to experience their
bastard.
Right? There's going to be a moment where the script flips, where the group of people that you would have never expected to criticize you start criticizing you, and your immortality goes away. Everybody grows to a height where nobody really touches him, and then boom, they get attacked. Now, I know that right-wingers go after him, but like he doesn't consider that meaningful criticism, right? You know, understandably
Got
so.
40 in that bitch.
But for
damn, I'm getting 50 in that bitch.
But for like you know, Hassan's group, even in this chat right now, as he reacts to the partially Ethan's content, he's getting consistent criticism about what's going on. So
yeah,
I
but
mean,
some of
kinda
it's
feel
good
that
criticism
it's
though.
coming.
Like,
If
it's
he
the same
fixes
shit
this
that me and
whole thing,
Papa
he
are
should just
saying.
not associate with Hassan or Ethan or any part of the political drama sphere and just kind of stick to his side. But you know, that's just my advice.
Like who the Houthis are prior to making a determination. If Hassan's statements concerning them are justified, you look into them. Okay, yeah, if they're playing like a video from the Houthis, and the Houthis is considered like
oh, they slammed into each other.
So let's review his claims. His first claim is that the boat is headed for Israel. It's not. It's going from Turkey to India. Next claim is that it's owned by an Israeli company. It's not. It's being chartered by a Japanese company, and the boat's owners are registered in the Isle of Man. I'd like to remind everybody that the crew that...
Okay, that's really bad. If that's true, that is really bad.
It's true.
It's true. Yeah.
If that's true, that's pretty bad. Like I said before, that is.
He compares him to Luffy.
I'm getting scared. Oh, dude,
the Houthi Luffy. Like, the fuck?
Does Hassan, like, I mean, I don't know if he's talking about this. Maybe he has talked about it. Does he kind of, like, own up and be like...
He strictly doesn't talk... No, he strictly... Strictly doesn't talk about it, Dean.
Okay. Rip, thank you for the $5 from 123 Tan. Political streamers should be required to upload their resume. Any streamer who hasn't held a real job shouldn't stream. Okay. What is this? It keeps happening where the fucking video.
Is bro, dude. You know, okay. I don't think that it's okay to like call people twins.
Dropping a pin,
Like, especially like with, like I don't know, when like straight people do that, I just kind of get
Alright. I feel like that's not the most important thing going on in this video, but okay. Thanks, bud.
I cringe really hard
we're big fans of the Yemeni music videos. You can tell them that. I want to ask him about the knife. The knives are sick. What's up with the knives? You know, the curved knife.
If one of those knives comes out in front of you, it's not going back until it has blood on it.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, I mean, I think it's cool though.
So this is Hassan having an uncritical conversation with the Houthi terrorist. Now you got upset when Ethan called the guy a twink. What's your response to this guy?
Yeah.
What's your response to what's going on here? Let's see.
What? So far, what I've gathered is a couple. So first and foremost, what came before we got on to like someone supporting the Houthis? Because I feel like there's some more valuable. Okay, yes. So, and like from liberals, I think that was like anti-social. It's kind of weird. Like that was odd.
Don't say
now, like, I'm curious in learning like the framing of the statements, and like I definitely think it's just like weird for somebody to be like,
I think this is my old flamethrower too.
Scum of the earth. I hate
Kind
them
of
all.
crazy.
Like, not like I guess like
Really personally offended by that.
just like the default on libs is.
Oh, and the libs, baby.
Wow.
He was probably on the libs because of like the institutional democratic support for Israel.
Oh my god.
If I had to guess the context,
Holy
No.
shit.
it would probably be something surrounding that. Now, like, I can't agree. I
Really filling in the blanks there, buddy, huh?
very vehemently disagree with the institutional democratic support for Israel. And, you know, a lot of the propagated, you know, semblance that I see in a lot of liberals, where liberals will support Israel. But, like, obviously I'm a liberal that doesn't support Israel. I know many other liberals.
What does that mean? Didn't you? It seems like
Pretty
you
sure
said
liberals
before
don't
that he-
support Israel.
I got
I mean,
the
they're
impression
committing
that he felt that Israel
horrible
exists,
atrocities
which
in the
I
Middle
support
East.
the right to exist, not everything that they're doing.
But whatever.
I'm not really sure where he lies on this topic. I feel like he's not going to give us his full take on it because he'd be afraid. Because if you say that I think that for the sphere he's in, which is a very leftist sphere, if you say Israel has the right to exist, that's considered bad. So.
Liberals that don't support Israel. And when you're just going to say all liberals, it doesn't leave room for that nuance.
It's so interesting. Yeah, he's putting in so much mental effort to get to downplay Hassan. Hassan being a terrorist sympathizer, but he really goes in on Ethan for calling that dude a fucking twink.
I disagree.
This is ridiculous.
But obviously I don't know the context. But I just, yeah, I that kind of, wait, he's saying leftists over liberals? Okay, well, I understand if you hold like a leftist position, you're going to think that socialism or communism is better than social democracy. And I obviously don't mind somebody holding that position. Like, diversity of thought exists for a reason, debate exists for a reason. You know, we're supposed to be able to intelligently converse about these things. And obviously, it's going to be but if we disagree on something, you're going to think I'm wrong. It's intelligent. But I don't think that implies that you should hate me. For some reasons. I think obviously some disagreements can entail hate justifiably. But I don't think I could disagree between a social democracy and socialism. Should entail hate. And I disagree with that. I obviously disagree. To be fair, neo-libs, well, you didn't say neo-libs, you just said all libs. Wait about how you hear Ethan talk to various groups, I don't give a shit about Ethan. I'll condemn him if he's done anything bad. And when I say I don't give a shit about Ethan, I literally mean I don't care about him. I'm here to learn from Hassan and what he has said and my reaction to it. And honestly, if there was a second version of this that just didn't include anything about Ethan, that'd be awesome. You know what I mean?
Oh, that sounds stupid, and you're putting me to sleep.
So for all of these conversations surrounding,
kind of dumb because he doesn't know the lore. Like, he kind of doesn't know the lore, so I guess Pop was kind of right. He should just stay out of this. He should just watch in the background, and then when people ask about it, he just kind of talks about it on his stream. This is kind of weird, now that I think about it.
I will, like, seriously just, like, have to hold off on...
He doesn't even know the Houthis?
Of course, like, there's, like, some opinions...
I mean, they're a terrorist organization, right? I know that it can sound very reductive when you say that, because there's obviously two sides to the point. You know, a lot of different people get radicalized into some of these perspectives, but it's so interesting that we always disagree, or this is Honda with the Western perspective of like, oh, well, America classifies this as a terrorist organization, you know what, they're probably the good guys, because that is the thing. Because, like, also, what do we have in the United States or in Western countries that's unique to the world? Oh, it's freedom for men, women, children, and LGBTQ people, right? We don't have child marriages, we have robust age of consents, which needs a raise, but you can't rape your wife, you can't rape your spouse in general, there's workers' rights, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And even in some more financially robust Arabic countries, Middle Eastern countries, they still don't have particularly heavy rights for LGBTQ people, women, or children. This isn't something inherent to Arabic people, but this is something that's in like that culture right now. And it was in everybody's culture. It's not something that's like specific to a group. I don't want like to a group of people like genetically. I don't want people to. I'm not trying to dog this. So I just want to be very clear.
What the fuck?
But you know, clearly we have the better overall values. All right. And you might say, well, sometimes we do imperialize or we put an influence on other countries. Absolutely. And so does everybody else. Everybody does that. And it doesn't mean that it's okay or good. You know, I think that positive influence would be good. Like, for instance, Uganda is getting pressured massively by world banks because they restricted rights for LGBT people. I agree with that type of influence.
Okay.
Influencing. Right. So there's different types of influencing, and then there's some that's good and bad. I'd say that we have definitely engaged in bad ways. We destabilize governments, but I'd say overall we're a better force than most other people. So, thank you, Jack, for the $5. Tired of rich kids' awful takes. I was in the Middle East at 19, so I stopped holding blocks from open stoning, so people don't know how real hardship.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think it's something to keep in mind.
I
That's
can't
pretty
take that
fucking
game,
gruesome.
bro.
At least we don't do that here
They're pissing me off so
in the United
bad.
States. It's crazy.
I've never watched Ethan's content, just somebody else on the internet. And the only reason I state it like that is
What the
because,
fuck?
you know, I've seen a lot of people being like, oh, if you disagree with
He's
Ethan,
low-key legendary, bro.
I'm sorry,
Like, I don't support him, but...
Or, oh, look at what Hassan said. Well, Ethan did worse. Okay, if Ethan did worse, he deserves to be held accountable. If Ethan's done bad things, Ethan deserves to be held accountable. But I'm by no means like a fan of Ethan.
Yap City over here.
Nor have I ever watched his content, apart from literally this video.
The execution we will carry out on all Zionists with the lovely depiction of a man impaled through his ass.
It's only funny because he said asshole. I'm immature.
It is only
Pulled
funny.
and out of his mouth
asshole.
with a pike, or how Hassan likes to say,
A Hassan pike.
a pike for a cup. Okay, why would he retweet this article called "Houthis use social media to boost global prominence and support"? Israel falls. Wait for the new operation in Tel Aviv.
That's crazy.
That's definitely.
How do you feel about?
He's almost as good as Asmikol, by the way. That's crazy.
Oh, how do you feel about that?
True.
I feel what?
He is almost as good as
Sure,
Asmongold.
like, that's.
I hate that Asmongold's fallen so hard, bro. I miss the
How do you
nerd he
feel about-
was.
How do you feel about that?
Who are you asking? Your audience?
Is he still at, like, has he
Calling
repeated
for,
himself like 12
public
times?
Execution via,
Who are you talking to?
like, would
Is he
log
stuttering?
his body for all Zionists? Because me personally, I disagree with that.
No way. Really? You disagree
Bro,
with
you
that?
can tell how scared that this kid is to just have a disagreement with his own audience.
Okay, Papa,
This
we've
is
already said this, bro. We're like beating a dead horse now.
Chat, how do we feel about this? Because I think impaling people is not good.
It's bad.
But what do you guys think? Like, what is happening here? What is he doing? Oh my
Okay.
god, this kid's gonna fold so hard once he starts gaining like meaningful prominence on the internet. Like once he starts hitting that crash out face, he's fucked. Oh my god.
Now, for like individuals,
I hope
carrying
he crashes
war
out, but I
crimes
need him to
against
stand
innocent
on his
people,
business.
Okay.
solitary confinement for the rest of their life, and if they die
I mean, I feel like you're better off just killing them. Solitary confinement's legitimate torture.
while they're trying to kill people, I will not give not a single.
Gotcha. Capital punishment for bad people. Okay, cool. I guess I agree.
But calling for like the death of all Zionists, I do disagree with that. I think that's pretty gross. Then again, like I don't support the death. It's very rare.
Then again? What do you mean?
And Hassan had this guy on his stream.
Yeah, most people would
Hassan
rather be
had this guy
dead
on his
than
stream, and this guy is just
go
like,
into
calling
solitary.
for, like massive death and called him a Luffy. Is there defense to that? Like,
no.
I never noticed this picture. This is so funny.
I think that maybe like a conversation. Bro, he's a kid in Yemen. You want him to love Israel? No.
He's a terrorist, so I don't care.
Why? Okay, what is going on with like the false equivocations in the chat insofar as like
Dude, he's getting dumpstered right now. Bro, it's so interesting because Dean's content up until this point has been exclusively go on to TikTok Live, find some very unintelligent, like MAGA supporters on there that are completely non-debate ready, argue with them, and then amass a big audience of like easy dunks, okay?
Easy dunks.
Everybody does it to some extent. Like I react to TikTok.
Wait, I
and
said this
sometimes
too at the
people on
start.
there are super stupid, and it makes me look amazing by comparison. So I'm not sitting here saying he's like a horrible person, but this is the first time where he's engaging in a piece that's critical of Hassan, justifiably so. And Dean is being like super normal, like, hey, I don't think that we should kill all Zionists. But guys, chat, what do you think though, right? And he's getting hit so hard by his chat, like he's getting bullied by his own chat. And I genuinely wonder what's going to happen when Dean pushes into a new area, because I feel like, you know, you're only going to be 20 for so long, and you can only debate idiots on TikTok Live for so long. You're going to have to change your content strategy, especially since at a certain point these people are just going to want to avoid you like the plague, because they're not going to want to be they're not going to want to be embarrassed. So I just wonder, where's the longevity here? I wonder what's going to happen next.
How I feel from so many people. He's living through a genocide. Yes, I agree.
Okay.
A
Cool.
kid. Yeah, I think like in that circumstance, like I can like put my shoes in the perspective of an individual that is like literally living through a genocide.
Like, can you
living
though?
through an ethnic cleansing. That is also young, and like understands like where like.
If Hassan had talked with him and asked him like tough questions, then it would have been fine, but he didn't. So
Those radical beliefs are gonna come from.
radical.
Okay.
Radical.
Like descriptively speaking, I could see how like living through particular living conditions lead to radical beliefs, but I don't think that that means I have to accept the radical beliefs, and it certainly does not justify them. And I don't think it should be normalized either. Here, I don't. So insofar as like the equivocation between a Jewish individual and Zionist, I mean, I've always like categorically separated like Jewish individuals from Zionists.
You probably shouldn't. So this is kind of where we get into a real conversation. So a majority of Jews in Israel identify as Zionist, and different people are going to have different perspectives of Zionism. You know, some people will just say that, hey, Zionism is just, you know, the agreement that Israel has the right to exist. Some people will say that Zionism means that you should be able to ethnically cleanse other groups, right? And so how are we operating here? I feel like the word in and of itself is kind of irrelevant. It's become a dog whistle to just hate Jews at a certain point. They put it on, they throw Zionism on there with a little stank to like insinuate that they're bad people. But yeah, I mean, you kind of have to define that before you talk about it. Thank you for the $5 from Chi Chi. Papa, I'm curious on your take. I'm an educator and have students in your dean's age. They seem very resistant to learning all the nuances of geopolitical issues. Why do you think that is? Any thoughts? Well, I think that first and foremost, we are in an information age where...
We're in a misinformation age. We're in a misinformation age. We do have information at our fingertips, but people have already mastered how to manipulate the masses and convince people of pure idiocy, just pure idiotic ideas. That just don't make sense. People have mastered brainwashing. Is what I wanted to say. Sorry, I wanted to
20
focus on
years
that too.
ago, an 18-year-old entered college with a completely blank slate mind. There wasn't a whole lot of information being exchanged, and they probably haven't formed an opinion, so it's easier to kind of educate them and tell them, like, hey, this is how the world is. Which can sometimes be bad, right? Because maybe you're wrong about the way the world is. I don't know. I think that's part of it. I think that's a big part of it. I think that there's a lot of young people educating themselves on the internet and getting a lot of, like, out of context information on both sides. And they are forming an opinion, and so now you're no longer educating them on a blank slate, which is easier. You're educating them from a point that they already have, and that's when your confirmation bias doubles in. And so you're already locked in with, like, oh, this group is the worst group ever, they're terrible, they're horrible, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And then you're, as an educator, you're like, well, okay, there's a little more nuance to this topic. you know, this side actually has some negatives to it, and then you kind of have to, you know, argue from that more difficult point. But I will say that as an educator, you should be able to. I mean, this might be a new tactic. As an educator, you should hopefully be able to
just gotta debate
have those
now.
conversations with your students, try to change their mind from where they are, you know. And I think that that's kind of a new skill that teachers are going to have, and that's the skill of like almost debate or conversation, where a lot of teachers I've had at least were just like, here's information. You might as well just be reading out of a fucking textbook. But you now have to be a little bit more like, oh, okay, let's kind of explore this concept with you. I think that that's potentially part of it. So.
And I would say that, I mean, of course, I don't know who this guy is, but like from what I've seen on screen, like Ethan being like, oh, it's obviously just the case that he wants to all Jewish people. I see that equivocation made often, especially like I've even had that equivocation made to me by so many people.
Okay.
Like I've been called anti-Semitic for, disagreeing with Zionism. It's called context. Yeah. Is there context that would demonstrate that this guy, when referencing Zionism, is just like seriously just referencing Jewish individuals?
What?
And maybe that
He wants Israel to be gone.
that context would be like lie a little bit deeper insofar as,
hey guys, I can understand why an 18-year-old will be radicalized into a terrorist organization. 5 minutes later, hey guys, I think that this 18-year-old radicalized into a terrorist organization, maybe he doesn't mean kill all Jews when he says it. Like, what is your fucking take? Like, pick one. There's really only one. Which one is it?
yeah, he has. Okay, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would honestly here, what I would say would be like the best thing for Ethan, like what he should have done instead, is instead of being like, well, obviously he's equivocating, like maybe to people that are not involved and educated on these things, to like lay out the reasons why, and then on top of that, make an argument that even if he wasn't referencing all Jewish individuals.
Dean, you've been skipping through the entire video.
Yeah, he hasn't
literally said multiple
He hasn't really
times,
watched anything.
I really wish there was a video without Ethan. I wish this video existed without Ethan's commentary. And you skipped through his commentary explaining all this. And now you're saying that I wish you would give us commentary on this. Why did you even bother with this, bud? Why did you even bother with this, bud? Like, this is what they talk about when they talk about fence sitting, right? Centrism. It's okay to have left and right perspectives and opinions, but there are just some things you can't be a centrist on, or else it's cowardice, okay? And this is one of those instances. Like, what are you doing right now? Like, you're just being a coward. Just don't watch the video. Stay out of the sphere, because it's very toxic on every side. And like, go on with your life. But the way that you're reacting to this video is fucking pathetic. You're obviously constantly afraid. So just stay away from this topic and stay away from Hassan, or don't. You can let him harvest your clout and then, you know, throw you to the side once he's done with you too, I guess, if you'd like to. Jesus Christ.
Like, still yet, calling for the public execution of all like Zionist individuals is unjustifiable as well. He did it right before. Okay, if he did, I'm sorry. I'd like seriously brain on it right now. He showed it 30 seconds before. Holy man, it's like everything that I said, every comment that I made, half of the chat was like, W take. The other half of the chat was like, you're a piece of. I think where I stand. Right, somebody said nice farming. I was getting more views earlier when I was debating. What the f do you mean nice farming?
He's
Be real. Here are some of my takeaways from some of the things in which we've just observed there. So, first and foremost, Hassan's statements towards liberals, antisocial and weird. But like, honestly,
that really got to him for some reason.
Do I think that should end Hassan's career? No.
Okay.
But I would like to see Hassan update that position because it is bad. As well as
you have to update the position of liberals are cringe, okay? But your position on terrorism being cool, don't update that one. It's all good. Don't
a lot of people on the left from growing in a more
this is horrible.
From a more progressive direction.
Honestly, I was getting ready to watch. I was getting ready to watch this, and I already had the idea of like, okay, Dean's gonna be afraid throughout the video, and he's not gonna want to give like a true perspective. And I was right. I didn't think it was gonna be this bad. I honestly didn't think he was going to take it down into his tummy on this, because it's pretty bad. This is actual horrific cowardice. Like, he really just should have not watched this at all.
I think like when you like call all liberals like stupid, dumb, and you like advocate for hate, then all of a sudden you are isolating from drawing liberals further to the left.
Whoa, so
And
based,
if your goal
dude.
as a leftist is to draw more people further to the left,
So based. Guy.
alienating a group of people that, you know, some of which has good intentions and believe away from your bubble is antithetical to what you want to do in that position.
Dean, you have twink energy, dude. You gotta stop.
Bro, chill.
That was horrible. Wow, that was
Chill,
tough.
he's gonna freak
Thanks,
out.
Okay.
Papa, you can't say
That's what we
that.
got.
He's gonna
It
freak out.
is. It is what it is.
Damn, that's it.
He goes to jail for a really long
What
period
the
of time.
fuck? Oompa, get
I'm
out
happy.
of here. Yeah, so I guess my my ending thing is I always normally agree with Poopy Gut. He's always got some pretty good takes. And Dean really needs to stand on 10 toes. He's standing on one right now. And I think he has actually, from what it looks like, he has a pretty strong audience to defend him. Like, they like him. He has some good takes, and he knows what's good and wrong. He does. He knows what's bad and good. But besides that, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you want. I'll see you guys sometime.